I'm super excited about this craft fair today. It's going to be awesome. I made all these perlers and can't wait for customers to show up. Perler beads for sale, 2 for $6. Sir, would you like a cloud strife perler bead? Maybe next time. Hey, you guys are kids. Would you like a Mario Kart guy? Those kids said that they could do it themselves, but this is okay. I've still got about 4 more hours, so maybe I'll make some money. Anybody want to buy perler beads? I've been out here for a few hours, starting to get pretty hot. Here's a nice red mage. Yeah, he goes well with your furniture. You cannot get war turtle anywhere else for $1. 50 cents? Maybe you've done a craft fair before, maybe you haven't, but in today's video, I'm going to show you the good and the bad of doing craft fairs. Hey everybody out there, and welcome to another episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. If you haven't joined me before, my name is Ryan and I make perler bead video game creations, and I talk all about the world of perler beading. So thanks so much for being here. Today's topic is one that I've seen lots of discussion about on Facebook and other places, and I felt like it would be a great opportunity for me to come in and talk about the world of craft fairs. Before I get into the main topic today and talk about craft fairs and my experience in doing a craft fair, I want to tell you real quick about Top Tier Beads. Top Tier Beads has the most fantastic selection of perler beads and their own brand of top tier beads that you can find, and they have some of the best deals around. I love shopping with them, and I'm proud to say I'm an affiliate partner with Top Tier Beads. If you have not ordered from Top Tier Beads before, please look in the description and you'll see my coupon code for 15% off your first order. You will not be disappointed. Top Tier Beads, they do great work and they have free shipping and they ship quickly. So please check them out if you're interested. In the video introduction today, you saw that I was playing the part of somebody who was doing craft fairs. And some of that was just for laughs, but there was also a part of that that is very much grounded in reality. So I hope you enjoy this video today, and it gives you a lot to think about. And if you're somebody who wants to try out a craft fair, please do so. I'll go ahead and tell you right now that there are some great things that are going to happen if you take that step forward and do that craft fair. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into things that you need to know, things I've learned, and why would anybody want to do craft fairs in the first place. So I want to go ahead and tell you the first thing you need to do is set your mind right. And if you want to do a craft fair and be successful at it, you have to have the correct mindset. Once you have that, you can really go very far with this sort of thing. I want to ask you a question. Why should you ever do a craft fair? Well, I think there's some good reasons to do craft fairs. Craft fairs can be a great way to show off what you have created. Think about really creating a name for yourself through doing your craft fair. You're creating exposure to your creations. So you're bringing it to the people, really. And that's exciting because when you sit inside and maybe you create your projects and maybe you show off a few things on Facebook or some other place, Instagram, but that really isn't getting out there to people in your community. And I think craft fairs are a great way to create exposure to not just your passion for your craft, but also the fact that you'd love to share it with others and make a little money. Another reason why you should do craft fairs is that it gets you out there in your community and you get to learn about the people in your community. Are you in a city? Are you in the rural country areas? Where are you at and who are the people that are in your community? Maybe you'll find out something about people that you didn't know before. Maybe you'll find that there are video game collectors that love everything Mario. Or maybe you'll find out some people that are around you that love a certain anime like Dragon Ball Z or Sailor Moon or something else. And they show up at your table and you've got just what they're looking for. And one more thing that's really great about doing a craft fair is that you get to talk a lot. Now, not everybody loves to talk, but maybe this is a great way to talk about your passion. Talk about why you do this. All in all, it's a great way to talk about what you love to do, which is creating whatever you want out of perler beads. Chances are some people haven't even heard of perler beads and it will just blow their mind. Okay, everybody, so the next thing I want to talk about is if you decide to do a craft fair, well, what should you prepare? There are lots of things to prepare, and I'm going to bring up some pictures of my craft fair experience. And when I did the craft fair in my local community, it was outdoors, and I spent probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think it was a good month, preparing perler bead characters. And my focus was all video game characters. I had a couple of extra things like the American flag and that sort of thing, but mostly video game characters. And so prepare perlers. You need lots of them. So make sure you have something to carry them in, and make sure you get lots of them because you never know what people are going to buy. They might buy just 2 of them. They might buy more. You really never know. Some more things that you're going to need when you're doing a booth at a craft fair. You're going to make sure that you've got some kind of tent if you're outside. If you are blessed to be in an indoor space, that's wonderful. But tents are the norm pretty much for craft fairs. Tent definitely helps to shield you from the elements. And don't forget, there's that big sun up there that's going to get pretty hot, especially if you're doing a craft fair from like 8 to 12 o'clock. That's pretty much the peak heat time, so make sure you get a tent to protect yourself. You're also going to need tables, just as you see in these pictures, and you're going to need tape to tape everything down. Another helpful thing, I decided to put together a pricing list. So if somebody came up to my booth, they could look at the pricing list and see everything labeled out. You don't have to go fully detailed like I did. This is the pricing list I put together. I was very detailed with it, and I would say if I were to do this again, make it more simple. Simplicity is the best thing you can do when you have a pricing list. So I'm going to leave these PDFs in the description below of what I did. Hopefully it will give you an idea of something you can put together for your perler bead craft fair experience. A pricing list is also important because it tells your customers, potential customers, what you have at a glance. You should make a material list. So you need certain things. You need a tent, a water bottle, things like that. But please put them all down in a list. That way you can check them off as you've got them, and things will go much smoother, trust me. Okay, so the third thing I want to go over with this is some things that you should know about the experience. Expect the unexpected. Things are going to happen. People are going to say weird things. As long as nobody is really rude, it's fine. Just be patient with people. You don't want to put a bad face forward when you're working with the public. You want to make sure that they come back, because they might come back. You never know. Some people say weird things and then they come back and they actually buy something. I had lots of people come up to my booth. I had older people. I had real young kids without their parents. Don't ever judge a book by its cover, because you might have a man that's 86, very elderly, and you might mention, oh yeah, I make Mario perler bead art. And you think he is not going to be interested in this at all. But he just might be. He might show you that he loves Mario, because there are people who love Mario who are in their 80s and 90s. I had these kids come up, the characters, the parents were just walking past, and the kids said, ooh, I like that. There's Mario, there's Final Fantasy, there's a Legend of Zelda, there's Link, Mario Kart. The parents didn't even look my way or engage in conversation with me, and they just said, oh, I can make that for you, no problem. And I heard that and I thought, if you can make that, well, why didn't you already have that made? I don't know what to say in those moments, but really there is nothing to say. All you can do is just not be prideful and just keep going. Now, if somebody were to come straight up to you and say, I can do that better than you can, be patient with them and just say, okay, sir, that's fine. But this is what I have to sell. If you're not interested, then there are other booths to look at. Another thing you need to know is to allow conversation to take place. So when you're doing this craft fair, really think about the people who are coming up to you and be that information block that they need. Allow it to flow naturally. If you do that, people are going to be very receptive to you. I want you to make your tent, your booth, very presentable, because people are going to be more attracted to what they see. So maybe even have like a big image of a character, or if you have a logo for your business or a logo for just for this craft fair, make the title and the logo very prominent on your booth, so people can see that you really mean business with what you're selling here. This is very important. You want to prepare some kind of business card. So what I have here is just a rectangular piece of cardstock, and it's a very cheap way to make business cards yourself. Just get you some cardstock and then print out what you want on your business card. Make it very simple. If you have a YouTube channel, put it on the business card. Give people information about you and what you're about, so they can think about you when they go home from this craft fair. I gave out probably 100 of these business cards with my logo on it and my YouTube channel. So not only was I selling the perlers at this craft fair and making some money, I also was advertising my YouTube channel. So it was a win-win for me, and you can do it too. Just get you some cardstock. One last thing you're gonna need to know about craft fairs is you want to enjoy the experience. You have signed up for this. Maybe you paid $25. I only paid $25 for my booth, and I ended up making some good profits, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But you signed up for this, you paid your money, and you are ready to go. You love this, you're passionate about it, and if you enjoy that experience and you bring a smile when people are up there at your booth, and you are genuinely excited about it, they are going to reflect what you are showing on your face. Maybe you didn't make very many sales at all. You still learned a lot from the experience, so why not enjoy it? We toiled away for 4 hours, and we had a lot of fun. I talked with so many people about my YouTube channel, and I'm sure that I got some new subscribers from that experience. but I also had quite a few sales. So I did make a profit. I'm proud to say, first time I did a craft fair, the only time I've done a craft fair, I made a profit. And you can too. I spent $25 investing in the actual booth. Within the first hour, I had lots of people coming up, looking at my booth, paying for things, buying perlers. I had a guy come up and he bought quite a few Mario Kart characters. I had lots of Minecraft being bought. Eventually things started adding up. I really didn't keep track of it at the time, but at the end, when I added everything together, I had about $175 or so that I had made. And I took out the $25, left me with about $150 or so. And I was very, very happy with that. No, it wasn't 200 or 300. It wasn't anything like that. But I thought for what I had paid to go do this booth, it was an amazing profit. And I got lots of exposure out there to people about what I'm passionate about. It was great all around, and I highly recommend it. If you do the things I've outlined in this video and prepare ahead of time, you are going to do really good at a craft fair. Just make sure that the place you're selling is actually a craft fair and is not just a yard sale, community sale type of thing, because those are a little different and people might actually think that they can just buy something for 50 cents from you when it's worth more than that, because essentially it is brand new, something that you made brand new. Okay, so to wrap things up in one neat little ball, I loved the experience of running a craft fair, having a booth. It was really great. I had fun. It was profitable. I got my name out there. And did I get a little hot? Yes. But you know what? That did not soil my encouragement. I was ready and I was proud of what I was doing. And you can be too. So now is the point in the video where I want to encourage you to go out there and do a craft fair. Are you going to make a ton of money? Probably not. Are you going to make a profit? Hopefully. Are you going to have fun? I think so. Bring somebody along with you, family, friend, that's going to help you enjoy the experience. So, are craft fairs worth it? Absolutely. You should do a craft fair. It's a fantastic experience. I highly recommend it. And hopefully, by watching this video, you got some great tips on what you can do to make your craft fair experience successful. If you enjoyed this video and you would love to have another video about craft fairs, please let me know. And if you like this video, give me a like here on YouTube and subscribe to this channel. My channel is growing each and every day, and I appreciate all of you who have put in time watching these videos. I really do appreciate you. I make them to help you out and to get the word out there about how great the perler beading community is. So thank you so much for watching. Also, be sure to check out the documents below, the PDF files I put in the description of my pricing list, because they might help you out. I appreciate you. Let me know if you've done a craft fair and what your experience was like, because I know other people are going to want to know what your opinion is too. That's all for today's video, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I pray that you have a great day, and all of these craft fair perler bead characters say, happy beading.